Louisiana beer reviews. French Broad Wee Heavier Scotch Ale. Wee Heavier. Well, I've had some Wee Heavies Scotch ales. Most of them were mass-produced versions from England, and they were very good. French Broad, I don't know. Their stuff is peculiar. It's okay. Maybe this is good. Maybe it's good. I don't know. 7% alcohol, 24 international bitterness units. It has that there. No date, though. I know Greg would be very irate at this point. It gets a good score on Beer Advocate, a B, you could say. 74 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 47 out of 100 for the style, so not particularly good there. But it does get a most excellent score on the Beer and Me. I've never had it. It was $4.99 at Dorgnac's in Metairie, Louisiana, Veterans Boulevard. Let's check it out. So there's a Scottish guy lifting up the world, so that would be difficult to do. There was some vapor coming right out of the bottle. See a little bit of the vapor, but it's wisping right away. It's probably fresh because I had not seen it before, and I go to Dorgnac's pretty often, so probably hasn't been on the shelf particularly long. Well, it's a thin, might be thicker and a narrower brim glass, but it's a thin beige head in a sort of murky, lighter brown appearance. Looks like a Scotch ale, really. See a few bubbles ascending. I see a lot of sediment, little tan sediment. It's not roiling about, but it's floating. So it's like a reddish brown. Looks like it should look, I think. But the most important thing is how does it smell, and even more important, taste. It's got that French Broad sweet and sour sauce thing. I don't know what causes that. If you look at other reviews I've done from them, I make the same comments. There is some peatiness, some sweetness, some breadiness, definitely some sourness, a little smokiness. It smells pretty good, but I'll say one thing, that they do have a house style. The taste, it's that same thing. All their beers taste the same. Their beers are, they have a sweet and sour flavor, and they have almost always have a thin, watery mouthfeel. Unlike any ale I've ever had. 7% alcohol, you just wouldn't believe it. The finish is on the dry side. It's pretty easy drinking, I guess. It's sort of bitter. You know, 24 IBUs is not going to be bitter. You know, their beers are kind of starting to remind me of the Indian Wells from Inyokern, California, out in the desert. Like Lobotomy Bach and things like that. Those beers never seem to be right. And some of them are really expensive. There's one at Dorgnac's like $9.99 or $10.99 for this 11% alcohol barley wine. But I bought stuff from them. They say it's 10% alcohol, and I drank the whole 22-ounce bottle. It was like I had no alcohol in my system. I couldn't feel it, and I sure couldn't taste it. I didn't believe it. I said, this cannot be 10%. There's nothing here. And this one here, there's some body to it, maybe light to medium, but it's more toward light. Sort of tastes like Bud Light Lime. Yeah, that's what it's reminding me of. Like some Bud Light Lime that's sort of off. Well, $4.99 a bottle. Maybe if it was 99 cents a bottle, it might have been worth it. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be fair. But the score I feel comfortable giving this is a D. It's poor. It's not undrinkable. It's not an F. But there's nothing good about it. It fails in every way. Price, appearance, a little bit of lacing. Even the appearance is like a Scottish ale, wee heavy, but not quite like it should be. The aroma's not right. The flavor's not right for sure. The body's wrong. The finish is wrong. Everything's wrong. So if you want a beer that really doesn't fit what it's supposed to fit, it doesn't taste very good, actually tastes kind of bad, get this. So a D, poor. Yeah. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Baton Rouge and go to Louisiana State University. Baseball game.